Hello there guys, and welcome back to Emma's Lego channel, and today I'm going to be doing a brief showcase video of my custom AT-RT MOC. So this AT-RT is in perfect minifigure scale. So I've done most of my vehicles in play scale just because I already have a couple of play scale vehicles. But I decided to scale it down a little bit and make it this one in minifigure scale, and I think it turned out very well. So let's get into some of the details of this MOC. So this AT-RT is made almost only out of light gray parts, and the legs are actually what started this entire MOC. So I had an idea to use battle droid arms connected by T-bars to make the legs of a minifigure scale AT-RT. And my first version came up to about here, so it was definitely much smaller than minifigure scale. So I decided to increase the size of the legs by adding some of these pieces in, and I also refined the design of the top, and it looked great, but it didn't look great enough. So much more recently I redesigned the front engine housing, made it more accurate, placed the blaster a little bit lower, and redid the antenna design, refined the top part again, and I think that this is perfect as the final model. So up top here, comparing it to the 501st AT-RT, it's almost perfect. It's almost a perfect representation of what it would look like. I used a lot of studs not on top for this MOC to give it a very studless look, and I think that was very successful. The only studs you can actually see are this one right here, which was because I used a jumper plate, and up here, which is not really a stud showing, that's just the top of a flick missile for the antennas on the back. So for the legs, as I mentioned earlier, I used T-bars and battle droid arms connected together to make the basis of the legs, as well as a couple of sign pieces for the feet, and a couple of actually Jango Fett blaster pieces, and these Technic pieces to connect everything to the body. And I think that the legs are a little bit inaccurate if you look at them from the front, but if you look at them from the side, they look excellent. And actually how these are actually connected to the body is using a wheel, using a Lego 2x2 plate that has wheel attachments onto it for attaching Lego wheels to. Because I had so many Lego City pieces, I thought I'd finally actually get a use out of one of them. So I'm very satisfied with how the legs of this look, and the front here, I've redesigned this a few times. It was hard to get the look. At first I used just a bunch of 1x1 cheese slopes, but then I ended up switching to this design with some 2x1 cheese slopes and this 1x2 grate piece with a slope to it. And overall, I think that this is much more accurate than my first versions, and it's in a much better scale than my very original concept idea. And yeah, the final detail that I wanted to really talk about is the blaster. It's just a couple of half pins connected to a 4L bar piece. Then there's the antenna at the back, very simple, pretty similar design. I just stacked a bunch of plates and tiles together to make the main body. And overall, that is about it as far as details go. Oh, and by the way, this can actually fit a minifigure on it. Despite it being very fragile, you can put a clone trooper on this and he can ride it. So we'll take this ARF trooper. So how you put a figure on this is I take the top off here, and then I fit his hands onto the handlebars, tuck his legs in underneath, then stick everything back on and adjust him until I'm happy with how he's sitting. And yeah, this is what it looks like with a figure on it. I think it looks pretty amazing with it. So yeah, that's about it for this MOC showcase video. Thanks for watching this video. Comment what you thought of this MOC in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and so as not to miss other MOC videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.